All right, greetings. All right, we're going to I'm going to chat for messages into the chat portion of the webinar. So, all right, blessings. Greetings. This is Archangel Gabriel. Send your energies. You can say this is the era of finding yourself, clearing out old frequencies, old manipulations, and more of the self comes. For those that want to find yourself, because obviously there's a lot of distractions, and it's not necessarily. It's if you want to distract yourself from yourself, there's plenty of places to go, as you can see. Middle East is one of them, and there's several others. But worry about the economy. If you connect more to yourself, you'd be surprised with how resourceful you can be. So bringing a new energy change all around. So it's not the easiest thing to connect to one's like to quiet the energy around you and just to focus and to just hear your consciousness, but also the spirit realm. But it's really what matters is your own consciousness. And of course, you decide who you listen to in the spirit realms. So, blessings. Greetings. Whether the Arcturians, sending energies. There's a lot of new awakenings happening. Of course, many are being pulled into several different directions, maybe the wrong direction, but that's the direction you need to go. It's one way of not finding yourself. Sometimes you want to find yourself, but then you put a large delay or pause there. So there's no rush, you can say, and there isn't. So that's why many do get pulled into the wrong narrative, or it's a misleading narrative, you can say. There's always something you can learn about everything. But obviously many do have that's slowly connect more to themselves very slow. It's like creating a quilt. It's little details here and there, and some details you can be at one area for a very long time on your soul journey. Of course, that's also why I have many incarnations, depending on what you're here to design. For yourself. That's why so many have incarnations. Many ask about how many and all that, but it's not, they give you a number, but it's probably bigger than what you think. But many don't want to hear that, of course. So thanks. Brings you with the Lyrans, some new energies. Yes, there's a lot of seriousness here. Well, to connect to one's self, you need these challenges in the world to, especially like with the daily work conditions. It is a way of, every job has a way of connecting to your inner self. Even if you don't like the job, that's kind of like cleaning oneself out, cleaning one's soul out. You do a job you don't like, and you'd be surprised what you get out of that. Tolerance, you can say, you get a lot out of it. You can handle it. Why others get what they want all the time, they can't always handle what they can't have. So somebody has to do it when you're not getting what you want. Because obviously, as you can see, many went to higher dimensional realms and they get everything they want. When their souls become weaker, it's hard for them to handle challenges, especially from this world. And why many of you come to this world is to help others, find their way out of here, because many do get stuck here, as you can imagine. So we're here to answer your questions whenever you're ready. Blessings.
Hello, blessings. Greetings, Lyrans.
Greetings.
Yeah, I resonate a lot with that message right there. guess you gotta spin it in some way to make it positive. All right. Well, thank you for coming in. Up first, we have Daria.
Hello there, Lyrans. Greetings. Do you have any message for me? It can be anything.
Just to yeah, it's like you're going into a slide of you don't know where you're going into. That's the point. But also, it's like you're clearing out a scab or an energy scab. Your recent connections. So yeah, this being has been trying to get to you for a while, as you know, and it just
Yeah, I know.
wants to prove to yeah. Well, also astrally, you seem to put yourself out there for others to do this. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of like you're in the boxing ring and see who can defeat me. So it's like that.
Yeah, I've been feeling that also. I know like when I scan the energy where I've been seeing him around for many years. And then he kind of slowly comes nearer and nearer, and then it kind of sits, and then you just wonder what the hell that was, which is really funny. I get into these ring games that you mentioned.
Oh, they also morph into each other too. Others have done this.
Okay.
They're working with each
So,
other. Hmm.
my other question would be like, mm, what do they really want from me? Why do they tend to get into this game? What is the benefit of this, and what is the loss for them when they lose?
Well, they take your energy, they take fractals of your energy, so they do get somewhere with it. That's why they keep doing it. It might not be much, but they keep building it up to get somewhere with it. So they're still learning from the experience. That's why they keep doing it.
Mm,
So you try to get your energy back, and it's easier said than done. So even if they do lose, they kind of win in some ways. It seems.
yeah, I know. I know the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least I think I do. So, okay. Thank you for
Thanks.
the cool message, and have a cool channeling with the
Yes.
group.
Blessings.
Blessings.
All right. Thank you. Up next, we've got Dragon.
All right. So my first question is, and I'm not talking about like it, rare individuals, but like your more average person, can beings that are kind of the most kind, gentle, innocent kind of beings on the other side come into Earth, incarnate and have like their dark side brought out by not being experienced and prepared enough to deal with what's on Earth and meaning well, but end up causing a lot of harm to people?
Well, some do. A lot of them just become drug addicts, and yeah, they do take some people down. Well, it depends. I mean, if the person allows them to, I mean, you can overcome that. But yeah, they can cause. Yeah, it's like they're in destructive mode because they they remember the higher dimensions, but yeah, they just can't handle the low frequencies, so they have a mental breakdown. So they're not really with themselves. So, but many that are like that also they become animals, and it's a lot easier in those incarnations when they know they can't handle this world. So they incarnate as an animal to get used to the frequency, then they choose to be a human. But those that just jump into the human form, they already had issues already before they came in. So it was already known what was going some idea of what was going to occur though.
It can be more than just drugs, like becoming religious fanatics or anything like that, I imagine.
Yes. The ones that are mostly mental could be the worst ones. Yeah, physical is one thing, mental is worse.
My second question is, do you have any messages for me from the Lyrans?
I do see it stopping time and moving timelines around and reconnecting, especially some of the coworkers that seem to derail a timeline, maybe not completely interfere with it. So some of that going on. You've just been doing a lot of timeline shifting recently, so there's no catastrophe. Not that there will be, but it's been doing a lot more of it recently, is what I see.
That explains why I've been so tired lately.
Yes, you've been moving.
I have been
very
fighting
quickly.
a cold, but it seemed like more than just fighting a cold.
No, yeah, you've been moving very quickly. Yeah.
All right, thanks. Much love.
Blessings.
All right, very cool. Up next we've got Andrew.
Greetings.
Greetings.
I resonated a lot with your message about work. Not so much the job, but just dealing with egos and insecurities and stuff like that with other people is annoying. So do you have any messages about that for me?
I mean, here, there's your situation is there to help others see their faults, not in an ego way, but in a way where they can improve. So helping others improve. Of course, you're learning from their experiences too. You're learning a great deal, but it seems to be, and also helping others think clearly, even if that doesn't always work. So,
do you have any other messages for me? Potentially.
Is there something else there, or just stopped?
Not really. Just I've had an infection for like over a year, and it's annoying.
Well, your energy is very fragile here.
Yeah.
And you knew that coming in. I mean, you can spend several other lifetimes fixing that, but you figured you need to be here now. From what you could have just delayed this incarnation, but you wanted to. So you wanted to be here now. So yeah, you'll find some kind of cure. It probably won't go away completely, but you'll find some kind of ailment for it over time.
Okay.
Just use your energy to cure it, best of your ability.
Okay.
Yes.
Blessings.
All right, thank you. Up next, we've got Silverclaw.
Hello, greetings.
Greetings.
My first question is, what does my next year look like at this time?
The Queen Slate, there's not really anything there yet. It's still, you have free will, so it's how you make it.
Okay, great.
I mean, you just want some adventure, as you can see. So
Yeah.
It's
I'm putting a lot on pause because of guitar playing. So I guess you got to act on something for there to be something set up, I guess. And I'm just
It's
practicing.
just the same of what you have right now, bleed into the next year. Then
Okay. My next question. Any more insights about my past lives affecting my life now?
it seems like there's several in that I don't think you mentioned here. Just you had lifetimes in Haiti. You've had connections to magic, so yeah, that's where your family line has the connections to. It's like you put a curse on them, they put a curse on you, and it kind of went back and forth for a while. So, and now you're at the point I'm not doing this anymore. But yeah, you've had some pretty heavy incarnations in the past. You cooled down a lot, though.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the message. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, blessings. Up next, we've got Yuli.
Greetings. My first question is there any messages for me at this time?
Spirit realm is just waiting for you to make a decision. I mean, if you're fine where you are, that's fine, but it feels like you are looking for a new path, but it's really up to you to make that call. They're just there to assist you.
Okay, that sounds very good. And my next question is I don't know, maybe this week or the last 3 days, I'm been feeling called to enter my Akashic records, and I don't know if you can tell me anything about that.
What is it that you want to know about your
my Akashic records? I'm been feeling that, I've been having a lot of kind of guide to get into my Akashic records. I don't know if it's something there, maybe because I've been struggling a lot with pain and my physical body. So I don't know if it's anything there that I need to see, or I don't know if you have any insight.
Yeah, you've had I've been a spiritual healer in your past. I also see there's a leprosy incarnation you had. So,
leprosy? Oh.
Yeah, but so your Akashic, you just put the intentions to connect to your Akashic. It's what needs to be. Yeah, some things you might not want to see.
That's what I thought.
There's probably a lot of that. So, but you can ask. a stepping stone towards that, something in a history book that you can look at or something. It's on how you word it. Yeah, they don't want to tell you a lot of stuff. It's like,
I think that's okay.
yeah, so
I don't know if I want to know.
yeah, people think this life is difficult. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
So,
Yes. Well, thank you and blessings.
All right, blessings.
All right, blessings. Interesting. I came across the Akashic and felt pulled to that this week as well. All right, well, moving on. Up next, we've got Annie.
Hi, greetings.
Greetings.
I was wondering why this past weekend I proctored the SAT at the first school that I ever taught in 20 years ago. And it was so eerie to be like in the same classroom. Like, what are the odds of proctoring at a school that I haven't been in so long? So I thought that was interesting that I walked into my old classroom and proctored. Is there any?
Well, there's a clearing that needs to be done there, as you can see.
Okay.
So just like you just put your energy out there, just like lessons that weren't always learned. It feels like you have learned them now, but at the time, just some I don't know what you were going through there at that time period.
Okay.
Has been you say overcome, is what I'm gathering. So there's some. You made it through it. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
But it's good to still do a clearing there, especially the eerie energy, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, good thinking on that. Okay, great. And then my second question is, can you just tell me my connection to my coworker, Miss Laney? She's a paraprofessional that I work with, and I feel like a close bond with her. I'm just trying to figure it out.
There's a sister energy there, also an Egyptian connection. It's just been, you can say you've been like wash women, peasants in your past life. Of course, you've come a long way since then, but that's like one of your early connections a long time ago. So like washing clothes, hanging them up, things like that, a long time ago. So I just had good conversation, you could say, and then you just kept connecting to each other once in a while.
So more during the Egyptian time then, I could tell her.
No, well, what we're mentioning was more medieval. The Egyptian times, I think he did have some cross paths, but wasn't that close. But I feel like more medieval times.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, great. Thank you. Blessings.
All right, thank you. Up next, we got Michael.
Greetings, Lyrans.
Greetings.
I was scrolling on Facebook and there was a girl talking, and I think her name was Bernadette or something. It doesn't matter, but a being would had to have a lobotomy to actually think that she was channeling. So I commented on her, and she kept saying over and over, I was a Draco, over and over and over. I actually felt like a part-time celebrity because she knew so much about me, like the reading cards and being on this. And what I disliked the most was how she tried to insult our group by saying we were demons. And I have many friends on this group that I care for. I picked up with my intuition that she was being manipulated. She talked about a mentor named Patrick, and I told her I don't know who that is. And then she said, you may know him as Photon. And then it just hit me. It was a message that came through me, a master manipulator. I don't know why that came through me, and I felt so sad for this girl. I sent her love and blessings. What do you feel this was? Just a psychic attack or just pure jealousy?
Jealousy. Yeah. She's not getting the attention that she feels like she deserves. So, she's coming up with whatever she needs to come up with.
Yeah, I mean, it's hilarious. If you watch it, it's extremely hilarious. It really is.
I believe she messaged Ivan also after that, and he just ignored it. But
And okay, on a positive note, my second question is I started a new job and it seems to be awesome. I mean, it's still union. And I was wanting to know if there's a possibility of me getting more money because they're very appreciative of me and giving me a lot of respect.
Yeah, it just takes a couple of like a couple of weeks there, you get a better idea of that. Yeah, just the rapport, how you connect with others, just attendance, as you know. Of course, even health, they know, they give you a leniency if you have health issues, but just give it a couple of weeks. I feel like we'll have a better idea then. So
Okay.
So yeah, this is good that you found this quickly. And still, what your broader way of going to other states and all that, I believe that's still in the cards for you, though. It'll happen eventually.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Blessings.
All right, thank you. Up next, we've got Saharis questions. Her first question, she says, a personal message from my higher self regarding whatever she would like to relay for my highest good. Thank you.
She's connected more to her higher self. She's connected to the Lyran energies about how to be proper here on the world. I mean, she knows, but sometimes she has to be reminded because she knows how rude people can be, and she kind of her etiquette is brought. Just a reminder every once in a while. I mean, not just other beings like that, but she's doing good, but she gets. It's just those that are causing her difficulties. She's dealing with astral, from what I can pick up on that. As having us talking with them, it seems. So, blessings.
All right, thank you. Her second question: what is my connection to you? If none, please, a personal message for my highest good at this time. Blessings.
Yes, as you can see, you say, through our first question of how to be human here. Not that you would ever be rude to a human or anything like that, but understanding human nature was, difficult in your galactic incarnations. But it feels like you did find the reptilian very intriguing. At least they were honest. They might be brutal and a pain, but they're very honest. And not all beings are like that. So at least if you're going to be around that type of energy, of course, they're not always honest as a human, but you usually get the truth out of them somehow, maybe astrally, maybe not always physically. So that's one of the reasons why you run into them, because that's why. Just because you can get something out of them, you can say, or the truth out of them. Blessings.
Yeah, blessings. All right. Up next, we've got Christy's questions. Her first question, she says, can you share my connection with my friend Randy?
Arcturian incarnations. Those like two of you were twins at one time. You also created crystal cities together in higher dimensions. Also, your children at that time were raised together, so it's just someone that was very close to you in previous incarnations. Also been through wars with her, also combat incarnations to test your soul and see what else you can, to further your soul experience. So I think you're both crystal children, from what I can see.
All right, thank you. Our second question: will Randy and I go on a road trip?
Yeah, eventually. It feels like there's some roadblocks there right now, but it's not clear when, but yes, when the time is right, yes.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we've got Mary.
Greetings.
Greetings.
I wanted to ask about which of the ET physical beings or non-physical beings, the collectives probably, do I have the strongest connection, rapport, maybe, with at this time?
The Andromedans seem to be the strongest. So, they're connected to angelic realms, connecting more to the fifth dimension, sixth dimension, usually the fifth dimension. helping you astrally through all this. So they do bring a lot of cats around you recently, it seems.
Yeah, I love my cats. Secondly, I have to go. I have to see an ortho doctor tomorrow. Something has happened to my knee, and I just wondered if you could give me any word on. It's pretty bad. My knee's giving away on me, and I've never had that issue before.
Yeah,
And
it's age.
yeah.
Yeah, it's age, and just it's good that you're just they're gonna have to figure it out. It's gonna take them a little time to figure out what they need to do, but it's genetics. But just do it. Yeah, it's. I mean, you're going into astral a lot. That's
Right.
something to do with it. So, but just go with the flow of it. It's okay. Yeah, you are technically leaving your body a lot more than usual. So, yeah, you can always tell your energy body to just heal your knee. Just stay in your body for a little bit more, just until your knee heals. See what that works.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, blessings.
Blessings.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Yes, thank you, Lyrans. Up last this evening is me. It's kind of a short night. I guess some people had technical difficulties joining, but thank you again for coming in. For my first question, my Kundalini reacted very strongly while watching a documentary on the origins of the Naga. It was about their influence all over the world and how they built cities for humans and assisted with our development. I'd like to know, what is their role here currently? Like, who are they working with, and why does my energy feel so drawn to them?
It's what you learned from them in the previous incarnations. So you're trying to tap into the knowledge that you connected to them in the past. It's not like they go, at least the version you connected to before the human race we saw in this world. So it's just, it's a lot of that stuff, a lot of their knowledge won't translate into this reality, but you can connect to it and see what comes through them. So
Okay.
there's a fascination with their race there, yes.
Yeah. If I feel their energies a lot, especially when I'm listening to music,
Well,
I feel like
that shows that their presence is here. When you pick up, picking up their presence, you say that's what they're helping you with, right?
okay. All right. Well, thank you for that. My second question, like I mentioned earlier, my Kundalini, it's getting even more intense. And I like to channel that energy more effectively into my other chakras and maintain it better. It's a little tricky with my current blockages, and I'm in the process of releasing. So I'd like some advice on how to integrate my Kundalini into my life, so it's more than just a feeling, but a force for manifesting healing.
No, it's like, I mean, you can talk to it through your intuition. You can, connect to its color or give it a color to absorb your body. Basically, it's like an energy shield around you. So it just it works differently for everyone. But it's a protection for you.
All right.
And it's also a communicator also with the astral realm. So you can use it for that also.
All right. I never thought of having a conversation with it.
Just
maybe like
what does it tell you? Yeah, just what you feel from it. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it might open up my Akashic or my lines of communication with my guides.
Or the Akashic energies. For the Akashic, you can just visualize it, what that might look like.
Yeah. I came across, like, I think I mentioned earlier in the webinar about the Akashic. Just a confirmation real quick. Is it true that the ego is the gatekeeper to our own Akashic? Like the ego that spans over lifetime. We have a persona that we're born into, and the persona changes depending on our circumstances, but the ego is always the same, and the ego is the one that carries the Akashic.
It's
that access
different.
to it.
It's different for everybody.
Okay. All right.
So for some, but they're both like Donald Trump's on. That's an ego energy. But for others, they go through more of their heart chakra, their heart.
Okay.
Energy, so.
All right. I just wanted confirmation on that. Well, thank you again, and Archangel Gabriel and Arcturians. Much love, blessings, Lyrans.
Blessings. right. Thank you, everyone. All right.